Al, as long as we have this out of the case, I thought I might go through a little discussion or explanation of it. This is not a Gibson. It is a Tokai. I'm not exactly positive what they were calling them at the time. Around, I think this is 79 or 80, somewhere around there. It doesn't have a serial number, which is long gone from some of the work done on it. But around 79, 80, was it Love Rock then, or Les Paul Reborn, or whatever they were calling them? It does have flame. It's just a little bit more. I actually like my flame to be a little bit more subtle like this, instead of those outrageous flame tops. So I kind of like this. I've said before, the best Les Paul I've ever owned is this, not a Gibson. They just did such a nice job on it. And this has the Jimmy Page wiring, and with all 4 push-pulls. So you get, I'm not going to go through a full explanation of all that, because there are guys on YouTube who already do that. They explain Jimmy Page wiring, they go through all 21 tones, all that. I ain't into that technical stuff. What the knobs are doing, I don't care. I only care what it sounds like. But if you're interested in that, they do explain it. But you do get series parallel, you get coil split, you get in and out of phase, and you get so you get coil split on both pickups. So and it does have really nice Seymour Duncan 59s in it, which you know, were replaced. Somebody's put those in there, which I really like. The guy who did the aging on it and did the Jimmy Page wiring, because it is a little bit aged artificially, put a Gibson logo on it. I'm not so high on that, to be honest, because I don't. The way I look at guitars is, you know, every guitar I own is going to belong to somebody else eventually. Every one. Every guitar you own, hopefully, will belong to somebody else eventually. I hope I'm 110 when I get rid of them. But somebody will have them someday. And somebody might try to sell them. Now, if you're knowledgeable about guitars, you'll know this is not a Gibson. You would know. But somebody else might not know. And they might buy it online, sight unseen. And somebody might try to sell this as a Gibson. And that bothers me a little bit. But as long as I own it, it won't be sold. It will be, at the time, given away. Again, 20 years from now, or whenever that is. So I ain't going to sell it. And I ain't going to make money on it, because I don't want to have somebody think that that I was trying to pass it off as a Gibson. It's got Grover tuners. What else can I say about it? It's just fantastic with these pickups. Oh, the neck is, the profile of the neck is slimmed down, shaved down, and did a nice job getting the finish on it. Slimmed down to Jimmy Page specs, so it's really, really slim. I just got that Les Paul Classic, and they're known to have slim profile necks. That one's still, the Gibson isn't quite as slim as it's pretty close. But this is very slim, and in fact, in the center of the back of the neck, it's flat. It's literally flat. There's no sort of curve on the back of the neck. It curves around, and then it goes flat in the center of it. So, no volute on the neck. I just like it. I like the way it sounds. I like the way it plays. That's bridge. This is middle. Neck is really nice too. You can dirty it up a little bit, of course, and you can even mess with the, you know, I took the not off when I flipped it. I mean, that's the neck pickup with all four pulled out. And doesn't sound like a neck pickup when it's split. You know? Just a nice Les Paul. Best one I've ever owned, and again, ultimately one day I'll part with it, but it won't be an imposter. It won't be anything other than it is. A really nicely built early days Tokai. And Tokai, they're still making Les Pauls. I don't know what they call them now. Are they Love Rocks currently? I don't know what they are. They make a few different versions now, and as far as I know, they're still really good. I don't know. But when I was a kid, you know, before I could afford real Gibsons, everybody goes through that period where they dream about guitars and can't afford them. I'm just fortunate that I don't lust after $50,000 guitars. I lust after $2,000 guitars. So that's doable, you know, if you save your money. Fortunately, but when I was a teenager, when I was a kid. My older brother and I, he played guitar before me, and that was when Tokai was just sort of becoming a thing. They also make Fenders that were dead-on copies. The logo is actually done in the same script as the Fender logo, or was, same script as the Gibson logo. The headstocks were identical to Fenders and Gibsons. And so we weren't lusting after actual 59 Les Pauls. We were lusting after Tokai Love Rocks. So I swore one day I would get one. And I found this one. And in fact, after I bought it on eBay, as a matter of fact. And I don't know, 6 weeks later, the guy I bought it from begged me to sell it back to him. And I kind of wanted to. I wanted to give it back to him because I felt for him, you know. I still do. Feel a little bit guilty about it, but we couldn't come to terms on it because after I bought this one, I sold another Les Paul that I had, which was a Gibson. So I was like, you know, I've got this. If I sell you this back, and I replaced that other Gibson after I sold it. So I was like, if I sell it back, that means, you know, I have to try to find another one for the price I paid for this, and that was impossible. I got such a deal on this that there's no way I could have bought another one to replace it for that price. So I was asking for the price of a replacement, which I thought was fair. And he said he couldn't do it. So I do feel for him. But man, he sold me one hell of a Les Paul. So 1979/80. Tokai, I'm going to call it a Love Rock or Les Paul Reborn. I don't know what they were calling them then. But I can see the flame. It's in there. It's a really tight kind of flame, and not a whole lot of grain going this way. A lot of flame tops. You can also see some stripes that way in the wood, but not on this one. I just love it, and I ain't going to part with it for as long as I can keep my hands on it. Good luck.